Hi everybody, welcome back to Cooking with Convection. I'm Lynn Becker for Tiffin Motorhomes. Today we're in the beautiful 2020 model of the Wayfarer 25RW. Now this is a C-Class vehicle, which means it's smaller than the A-Class Allegro bus that we've been working in. But just because it's smaller does not mean that you have to sacrifice on the quality of the food that you make while you're out on vacation. Today, we're making one of my absolutely favorite side dishes. It's roasted asparagus with mushrooms and onions. Let's get started. I have 1 pound of fresh asparagus that I've already rinsed and dried. And one of the questions I hear most often about asparagus is, how do you know exactly where to cut it? Because it's very tender up until a certain point, but then the stem will get tough on you. So here is the secret. Bend it. See where that breaks? That's the natural breaking point. So I like to just break a couple and use them as my cutting guide. So then I just take a handful at a time, use the guide, and cut everything to the same length. I like things to be kind of the same size. And I love asparagus. I mean, it's the perfect side dish in the spring and summer when it's really fresh and in season. Now I want to show you something that I totally love about this C-Class vehicle. It has this neat little trash receptacle. So you can just toss all of your excess waste. No fuss, no muss. I love that. Okay, we're also using mushrooms today, and let's talk about mushrooms for a second. You can use any kind of mushroom that you like for this recipe, depending on your taste. You can use them already sliced like I'm using today, or you can use a whole mushroom and cut them into chunks. But let me give you a tip about cleaning your mushrooms. Sliced like this, I'm not going to clean these at all. If they were whole, I would never wash mushrooms because they're very absorbent and they just soak up all that moisture and it will affect your recipe. So all you need to do, just take a paper towel and dust your mushroom off. It'll come out just perfectly. I'm also using some chopped onions, and you can cut them to whatever size you like. This is a small or a medium-sized onion, and it's just in big diced chunks. Let's get our pan down. This model has so much space for storage, and I love that. I am going to spray down with just a little bit of cooking spray. We never want anything to stick. This is a nifty little cabinet also. And then the asparagus just goes right onto the pan. Mushrooms on the top. Scatter your onions. Doesn't really have to be neat. Just scatter them around. Now I'm going to give it a good drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. The flavor is really going to come through on that. And then hit it with a good sprinkle of kosher salt. Now it's ready for the oven. I'm going to choose convection, 400 degrees, and there you go. It's going to take about 20 minutes and be perfect. I have one I made earlier. Does that look delicious or what? I love asparagus. Perfect. Just a little crunchy, but tender enough to be delicious. And you can serve this with any kind of meat or poultry dish. Make it today. Have a great dinner, and we'll see you next time on Cooking with Convection.